don't mean it's something that you're destined to repeat. Oh, you're stronger than you think. You know it has to end, but you don't know where to start. You can pack your bags and I'll meet you where you are. Oh, I'll be waiting in the car in the dead of night on that broken road. I won't let you. You don't have to follow in your bloodline. Oh, we got you.
This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're 10 miles south of downtown LA as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. The All-Pro Chris Boswell with the honors. Off we go from SoFi Stadium. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. 79 Gronk.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Broncos.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
Come on.
First carry of the game now, and here's Breece Hall. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Milroe. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 60. Go.
From the gun, it's Milroe. A hit as he throws there. It's going going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
At the 42-yard line.
On play action, Milroe. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
And that is incomplete. Contact occurs just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
Sanders on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Broncos will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground for the first time. Here comes Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. In trouble, and down he goes. John Franklin Myers. In for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up third down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He'll get this into the hands of Ridley, complete. And he'll take this one in. Calvin Ridley, touchdown LA. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Chargers move out to a 7-3 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Come on. Hey! Craft all 80. Like you need to. Kevin Pyre.
Milroe on first down. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Milroe. They'll set up the screen to Hall.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
3rd and 2, now Milroe. This is caught. He's got the connection to Collins. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Denver first down.
First down, Broncos.
That's Ibuka in motion. Little quick pass to the receiver heading left. Yeah. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Check.
A give. Here's Hall. And I don't think he got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now you're looking at 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd.
Now it's Milroe. Forced out wide. He'll try to run for it. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Warriors, 60 boxes, 60, trap 60.
Out of the gun, it's Milroe. He'll swing this one out to Hall. And he'll be forced out of bounds, a very short gain.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Regular play action now with Milroe. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That's the Pro Bowler from a year ago, Nick Bonito, getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He'll find Shakir open right side. He'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll start at the 4. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
At their own 20-yard line.
On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of
18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. They'll go again here with Taylor.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Darnold to throw on 2nd down. Out to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. It's a big one for the Chargers. 31 yards.
And the Chargers
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. They go right back to Taylor. He's to the 10. And he's in. What a drop. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown Chargers. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Khalil Herbert on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
18, run, 18, ready.
Off the play fake, here's Milroe. This one caught by Mechie. And it'll be marked out up at the 34-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Throwing now, Milroe on first down. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
A run here with Hall. And they'll bring this up to the 48-yard line. And that's a first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Milroe. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Got a man! It's Ibuka! Complete! Less than 2 minutes to play in this first half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
Mustang 70 Timberwolves. Broncos. Check.
In motion, Shakir.
Dragon 60.
On 1st and 10, it's Milroe. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing again, it's Milroe. Over the middle. He's got the tight end, Schultz. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
The rookie from Alabama on target there. It is a first down.
Okay, ready?
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10.
Ready?
Trying the left side, here's Hall. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Breece Hall. Touchdown, Denver. That's his third rushing touchdown of the year.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point
From the
conversion.
shotgun, it's Milroe. And that is not going to work. It's incomplete. Trying to tie the game with a 2-point conversion, but unable to do so.
Jason Sanders set to
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This taken at the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
at their own 22-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Darnold. Flush to his right. Now he'll run it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Broncos have it. And he ruffles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery, and the great return for the touchdown.
Jason Sanders for the extra
Greg,
point.
what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And, Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
20-yard line.
To throw on first down is Darnold. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target,
Defended by
and it'll be third down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
It's a pickup of 13 yards, and the Chargers have the first
13
down.
yards on the play.
Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts
First down.
as they get the stoppage with
First
just
and
under
10 at
50
the
seconds
32-yard
remaining
line.
here in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's Darnold again. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very stoutly. That's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Darnold to throw again. Exiting the pocket right. He's going to let this one go deep. And he is out of bounds. But there is a flag down, and we may erase that one. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Darnold to the air once more. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Down. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Milroe. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Now Milroe facing 3rd and long. They'll try to set up the screen here. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. To return is Williams. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Moving to his right. Now a deep ball here for Ridley. And a critical tackle there. They're getting close to scoring. Instead, they get nothing. Time has run out. This first half has come to an end. We have hit halftime. We're going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Sanders is set to kick off.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
He'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
It is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. A 19-yard pickup there. First down, L.A.
For the longest time, when you threw the ball to the running back, it was a check down, a swing, a screen, kind of short underneath where you relied on guys to run after the catch. But that's not the case anymore. So many of these running backs around the league, Mike, they can run routes, in a lot of cases, almost as good as the wide receivers.
They'll run on first down with Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
At the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 2. On 2nd down, here's a run with Taylor. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He'll dump this off to Taylor. Complete. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. He sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Darnold now to throw. Now a deep ball here for Ridley. And the Broncos are going to get the football. And they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
At the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Milroe. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. 3rd down coming up. To the air, it's Milroe. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Emeka Egbuka, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. As he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. This is away, and it's a very good kick. Angled toward the sideline.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
On the give, this is Taylor. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 14-yard line.
Get him!
Out of the gun, here's a give to Taylor. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
22 yards, the pickup there. It's good for a Charger first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Taylor. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
36-yard line. 1 yard
Ball on
gain.
the 36 now. Here's second and 9. Darnold. Forced to his right. He runs with it. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
Here's a third down and 4. Now Darnold. On the move left. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
And the Chargers first down. First and 10
So,
at the
3 quarters
49-yard
now
line.
in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll go play action with Darnold. Looking middle, and he's got Ridley. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Throwing on second down. Darnold. That's caught. It's the tight end Ingram. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
The Chargers.
They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10.
17-yard line.
To throw again is Darnold. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7.
Second down, they need 3.
Second and 3 at the 10-yard line.
On the ground, it's Taylor. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Darnold to throw. That one caught. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Los Angeles. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to the...
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Quentin Lake.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive. On first down, they go right back to Hall. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10.
19 tight. 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Out of the gun, it's Milroe. To the left side, caught by Schultz. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
79 gross. Get it. Victorious 70. Go.
They'll drop to throw. He's got the connection there to Ibuka. And he is very close to the first down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. They'll run it with Hall. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now. Here comes 2nd down.
At the Chargers' 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready, ready, go.
Here's Hall. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their 2nd. As they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Milroe on 3rd down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. This guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
This kick is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The 20-yard line.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. And the clock will stop with 45 seconds left in the game.
One more time.
Another try, 2nd and 10.
Here we go, stop. Red. Delaney. Red.
To throw is Darnold. He's hit as he throws. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started. They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
I had to take a chance on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Sainristil. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try to sneak it here, and they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.